My first raised bed, a revelation. It was like discovering a hidden gem in the world of gardening. Imagine growing fresh, vibrant vegetables right outside your door without spending a fortune or battling rocky, stubborn soil. Sounds too good to be true? Well, stick around because I'm about to show you how to build a raised bed that's not only affordable but ridiculously simple, even if you've never picked up a hammer before. Gardening, for me, started as a way to connect with nature, to feel the soil between my fingers. Imagine this. Plump tomatoes, vibrant lettuce and fragrant herbs all within easy reach. The results were simply stunning. In this video, I'm diving into the nitty-gritty of building a raised bed garden that's perfect for growing your favorite fruits and veggies. Whether you're limited on space, dealing with difficult soil, or just want an easier way to manage your garden, a raised bed might be your new best friend. And don't worry, this isn't a professional carpenter's workshop. This is something you can whip up in an afternoon with just a few tools and materials. So, are you ready to embark on this rewarding journey? Let's get started. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or a complete novice, a raised bed can transform your gardening experience. It's time to roll up your sleeves and dive into the world of raised bed gardening. Trust me, you won't look back. Oh, and stick around and watch this video to the end. I'll share a pro tip that will save you hours of frustration and make your raised bed last for years. Let me set the scene. I've got this hazelnut tree behind me, its roots sprawling everywhere and rocky, stubborn soil that's nearly impossible to dig through. Sound familiar? That's where a raised bed saves the day. It gives you complete control over your soil, avoids disturbing tree roots, and works wonders in places where clay or rocks make planting a nightmare. Plus, if you're renting or moving soon, raised beds let you garden without committing to years of soil building in one spot. Now let's talk materials. When it comes to gardening, you don't need to break the bank to get started. In fact, some of the most effective materials are also the most affordable. Don't worry, I'm keeping it budget-friendly. Remember, simplicity is key. You'd be surprised how much you can achieve with just a few basic items. For this project, I'm using 3 pieces of 2x10 and 3 pieces of 2x4 boards. Why these? They're cost-effective and perfect for a raised bed that's sturdy without breaking the bank. I avoided pressure-treated wood. No one wants chemicals leaching into their tomatoes, right? By the way, if the thought of cutting wood intimidates you, here's a hack. Most big box stores or hardware will cut it for you. Just bring your measurements. Next, we need something to hold those planks together. Enter screws. Screws are essential for ensuring your wooden frame stays intact and secure. Go for galvanized ones to prevent rusting. Galvanized screws are coated with a protective layer of zinc, which makes them resistant to corrosion and ideal for outdoor use. A power drill will make this job a breeze, but a good old-fashioned screwdriver works too. If you don't have a power drill, don't worry. A manual screwdriver can get the job done, though it might take a bit more elbow grease. Speaking of tools, there's one simple trick to prevent your wood from splitting that I'll show you in a minute. Now comes the fun part, building. This is where your creativity and hard work come together to create something truly special. Don't worry, it's easier than you think. With a little patience and the right tools, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. Just follow these simple steps and you'll have your very own raised bed in no time. It's a rewarding project that will bring you joy and fresh produce for seasons to come. Step 1. Cutting the wood. Cut the planks to your desired length. I cut the boards to size, 4 feet for the short sides and 8 feet for the long sides. Quick tip, measure twice, cut once. If you're unsure, mark your wood directly before cutting. Precision here will make the assembly much smoother. And don't forget to pre-drill those screw holes to avoid splits. Trust me, it's worth the extra effort. Step 2. Assemble the frame. With the wood cut, I laid everything out in the spot where the bed will go. No sense building it elsewhere and struggling to move it later. Using 3-inch deck screws, I secured the boards together, making sure everything was square and flush. Step 3. Adding stability. Here's where the pieces of 2x4 comes in. I attach them as rails along the top edges. Not only do they strengthen the structure, but they double as a handy perch when you're working in the garden. Imagine sitting comfortably, harvesting your fresh lettuce and thinking, wow, I built this. But what if your wood isn't perfectly straight? Don't worry, I'll show you a trick for that shortly. Choosing the right spot for your raised bed is crucial. Think of it as finding the perfect stage for your plants to shine. First and foremost, sunlight. Most vegetables thrive in at least 6 hours of direct sunlight per day, so pick a spot that's bathed in sunshine. Next, consider access to water. You'll be watering your plants regularly, so having a water source nearby will save you those extra trips with the watering can. And don't forget about drainage. Good drainage is essential to prevent waterlogging and root rot. Avoid areas where water tends to pool after rain. Before placing the frame, I cleaned out the area. If you've got grass, consider laying down some cardboard or contractor's paper to suppress weeds. For my bed, I dug down slightly to level the ground. It's a small step that makes a big difference in stability. Now comes the fun part, filling it with soil. I know that you find this video informative so far and will continue to find the rest of this video informational and very educational. So go ahead and give me some support. This is simple, easy and free of cost, but significantly very important. It will only take a few seconds of your time, and like I mentioned before, it will cost you nothing, but will help to grow my channel and also enable me to spread more valuable needed information like this. Now, click on that thumbs up button. It's a simple act, but the impact can be massive. Imagine that simple click as a ripple in a pond, extending outwards to touch and influence others to become more conscious about becoming more informed about their health and well-being. It also helps to spread much needed important information to a wider audience, which can potentially make a change in someone's life. So, go ahead, show your appreciation for these types of informative videos. Click that thumbs up button to potentially make a change. Now, to ensure that you don't miss out on any more valuable content, click the subscribe button and the notification bell that is beside it, then select all to gain access to all the other videos on my channel and to stay up to date with any new ones that gets posted. Most importantly, subscribing is absolutely free. My channel isn't just about sharing, it's about building a community of knowledge seekers who understand the importance of staying informed and updated when it comes to a healthy lifestyle. I started with peat moss for moisture retention, followed by locally sourced black leaf mulch. It's free, nutrient-rich and a great base. To balance the pH and add some punch, I mixed in homemade compost. If you don't have your own compost yet, no worries, store-bought works too. But there's one ingredient that's an absolute game changer for healthy soil, and I'll reveal it in just a second. With the bed built and filled, I leveled everything out and double-checked the diagonals to ensure a perfect fit. And here's my secret for a long-lasting raised bed. Invest in good screws and avoid embedding posts directly into the ground. This prevents premature rotting and keeps your bed solid for years. And there you have it, your very own raised bed. Enjoy the satisfaction of growing your own plants and the beauty it adds to your garden. Happy gardening. Troubleshooting, time, common raised bed. Challenges, gardening like life comes with its fair share of challenges, but fear not, most raised bed problems are easily solvable. One common issue is pests. Keep an eye out for slugs, snails and aphids. A simple solution is to sprinkle diatomaceous earth around your plants. Another challenge is watering. Raised beds tend to dry out faster than traditional gardens. Water deeply and regularly, especially during hot weather. Finally, be mindful of nutrient depletion. Raised beds require more frequent fertilization than in-ground gardens. Amend your soil with compost or organic fertilizer regularly. And there you have it. A raised bed that's cheap, easy and built to last. Whether you're growing juicy tomatoes, crunchy peppers or fresh greens, this bed will make gardening a breeze. Remember, you don't need a sprawling food forest to grow your own food. A single raised bed or even a few pots on a balcony can get you started. So, what's stopping you? Oh, and that game-changing soil ingredient? Worm castings. Just a sprinkle can transform your soil into a nutrient powerhouse. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to click on the like button, share this informational video with a fellow garden enthusiast, and let me know in the comments section what you'll be planting in your new raised bed. The information provided in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian before starting any new diet or making significant changes to your eating habits or lifestyle, especially if you have underlying health conditions. Your health is your most significant asset, and it's crucial to make informed decisions under the guidance of professionals. Remember, there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to health, and what works for one person may not work for another. Therefore, work with your healthcare provider to make the best decisions for your health. Use this information as a starting point. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, take action today for a healthier tomorrow, and in the meantime, keep an eye out for my next upcoming video. But until my next video, click on the playlist that is displayed at the end of this video for more informational and educational videos like this. Also, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep learning. Until next time, happy gardening.